Okay, guys, so let's talk about the emails themselves that we send to people when they attend our event. With the 2K funnel, they are absolutely critical. The SC funnel, the emails are not as critical. They're pretty easy to write. It's really simple to do. With this funnel, it is make or break. Your funnel will not work without good emails. Now, the copywriting isn't too hard, and I provided all the templates for all the emails in order right here. If you come into download the templates right here, and you go to 2K funnel emails, you go in over here. We pop this into Google. We pop it into Google, and you have everything down to the webinar settings and everything that needs to be set up right here. Okay? So I really want to walk through not so much the copy and read these to you like a storybook, but what the objectives of the emails are. Again, I want to stress in this, you have down to the webinar settings that I use, everything that I'm doing right here. So the first thing we need to focus on is the emails that happen as soon as they opt in. So if they opt in from desktop, it's pretty easy. We're just going to send them a starting now email, and that's it. If they opt in from mobile phone, this is where it becomes a piece of art because nobody focuses on their mobile phone opt-ins. So what comes from a mobile phone is we have a confirmation email that's super important. Then we have 3 separate starting now or reminder emails, and they all need to have different text when we're writing the emails. This is super important. You cannot use the same text over and over again because Google doesn't like that. Okay? And so you're going to want to use the same wording in 3 different ways in your reminder emails. Then you're going to have a starting now email. If any of these don't hit, it doesn't work very well. Okay? If the confirmation email isn't open, they're not going to open these next emails. They're just not going to because they're not in the habit of checking email. This is why it's so important on the thank you page we get them over there. If they're not seeing the reminder emails, they're probably going to forget about this. And if they don't get the starting now email, I mean, that's a basket of problems right there. So it's very important that you keep these emails super plain Jane. And the way we set all this up inside of EverWebinar will be explained in the EverWebinar setup section. Okay? So I'm not going to really go into the details, but you can see when we go down to our mobile webinar down here, and we go to the notifications, that it's going to be these emails leading up to it. And honestly, I have the settings already listed for you inside the file, but the confirmation email goes immediately when they opt in. Then we have 6 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours. Okay? And I know these aren't in order, but they send out in order. I wrote them in a different order at this time. And then we have one that goes 15 minutes. And these emails are extremely simple. They're as simple as you would think it would be. Our confirmation email, hey, this is Becker. This email is to confirm your seat. Remember at this time, do this thing, have 2.5 hours blocked up, have this right here. Feel free to copy this, but do not paste it. Rewrite it. So what you'd want to do and say is like, this message is to confirm, okay? So you just want to change it to like, this message is to confirm or whatnot that's going on here. All right, so then we have the reminder emails. You can copy these as well, but change the text each time. Change the text each time. You can look at my reminder emails right here. Each one has a different subject, and each one has slightly different text. Okay, so like that first one I saw, I started with like, hey, it's Alex. This one, it's like, hey, it's Becker. I just want to leave you a quick reminder. Everyone's a little bit different, and having different headlines for them will also increase the open rates a little bit. And so again, as you're testing these ones, make sure they inbox. Like make sure they inbox on 3 of your Gmail accounts. Send them to old Gmail accounts you have. Send them to, even Hotmail accounts that you might have laying around. Really test these deliveries out on these. You want to see at least 30 to 50% open rates on these things. But these are pretty damn easy emails to write. And so if we're looking at the webinar, person opts in, and before the webinar time, this is going to be on a mobile phone. They're going to get the confirmation email. And here's another thing we want to do on the confirmation email. What I do is I also link them to a pre-training. Okay? So a pre-training is going to be a link to their webinar waiting room page. And so on the webinar waiting room page, because people are going to end up on this page regardless of what you do in EverWebinar. And so I'm just going to cover it in this video. I don't think we need a whole video on this. What I do is on the countdown page, we're going to use template 6, and I have a training really showing off like all the things they're going to learn and getting them excited about this. Okay, so how we build 10K stores live pre-training, emergency pre-event checklist. So this really prepares them, and then prepares them for the event, and then also starts training them, getting them excited, and showing like the results and how easy this can be, and really focusing on our diamond. We really just go into the D1, D2, D3, and the results everyone's getting to get them really excited about the event. It's very important. Page right here, very simple. You can just sign up for my webinars and below, and I'll link all these pages. But that first confirmation email is going to send them the pre-training, and that's how we get them to open it, and that's how we get them to confirm. So we send this first email right here like it's a big confirmation training. Okay, so this is a test email. This is why this link is broken right here, by the way. And people are going to click right here and they think, okay, cool, I need to open this email. And so when people start opening the first email, it also increases the inboxing for every email after that. If they don't open the first email you send them, it's going to terrorize the inboxing for every email after that, because Google's going to say, oh, this email is irrelevant. People aren't opening it. Okay? And so you also have to understand with your inboxing as well, the more people that open your emails, the more of your emails will get delivered. And I know it's like basic, but like if 60% of people open your emails, then Google will force it in the unknown Gmails regardless. If like 30% of people are opening, like it's not going to go to new people. So that's very important to understand. Well, like they're all based on each other. It's all one big effect. So this is how the starting now and confirmation emails will work.